Tyson, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Uh, First of all, talk about just getting selected by the Blues, and what's today been like for you?
Yeah, I was up pretty early. I watched all the way from the start of the second round till when I got picked, and I was just kind of waiting there patiently and getting a little bit stressed there, not gonna lie. And fortunately, St. Louis stepped up there in the fifth round, and obviously one of the best days of my life, and I'm super fortunate for the St. Louis Blues organization for taking a chance on me.
Tyson, where are you now? Are you back home in Kamloops, or?
Yeah, I'm just at my house here in Kamloops.
Yeah, did you have a party? Do you have family around, or no?
Just this morning, it was just my mom, my dad, and my brother, and I got family coming over here in about an hour and a half. So we'll celebrate here tonight.
It sounds like from the little bit we've been able to read on you that it may be a little bit of a late bloomer. Is that accurate? And how did you get? If so, how did you get yourself on the map?
Yeah, I think growing up, I was here in town, and I moved away into Abbotsford to play in my Bantam draft year to play hockey. And I think I was always one of the better players on my team, but I feel like I was kind of second tier to the star players on my team, and I kind of had enough of that. Last year was a big year for me. 2 years ago, I didn't actually make the WHL as a 16-year-old to start off, and I learned everything that I needed to work on and improve upon to come back stronger. And I actually came back at Christmas, finished the year with Calgary, and that was huge for me going into this year, this past season. And I think this year was a huge step in the right direction for me, and obviously helped me out to get to where I am today.
So that was a motivation then for you, not making the WHL right off.
Yeah, I had actually never been cut from anything that I've ever done until that point in my life, and it was a brutal feeling, and I remember that feeling still, and it didn't sit well with me. So I used it as motivation to improve myself and come back stronger, and evidently I did.
So what were your expectations going into this draft, when you would get drafted, and were the Blues even on your radar?
Yeah, I had talked to St. Louis about 3 weeks after the season had ended, and I had a good conversation with Carter and one of their scouts there, and I was pretty confident going into the draft, honestly, building up to it, kind of watching it. I was kind of fourth, fifth round, sixth round kind of is where I was projected, and evidently I went in the fifth round, and everything kind of worked out perfectly.
What were those things you mentioned that there were things that you had to work on as you bounced back? What were the things that you worked on that you feel like you really got better at?
Yeah, I definitely I leaned out a lot for sure. I lost probably 12 to 15 pounds my 16 to 17-year-old year, and that helped me out a ton just on my foot speed and my agility and stuff like that. And I think that really helped me just to play against teams' top two lines this year. I think that was a big thing for me, was I wanted that challenge, and I wanted to play against the top players in the league, and being quicker and stronger definitely helped me out a lot.
With the, I know the WHL season started really late. Did you just have to make the most of the, it's kind of the relatively limited number of games?
Yeah, going in, I knew we were only going to have 24 games. Evidently, my team only played 21, and I just made the most of it. I treated every game like it was my last game of the year, and it kind of felt like that because we played 6 games and we're like, oh, we're already like an eighth away or 1/8 done through the year. You know what I mean? So it was quick, but I obviously made the most of it.
Did you play against the All Kings? I'm guessing you did, and if so, Jake Neighbors, the Blues draft pick from last year. What was it like playing against him?
Yeah, I played the Oil Kings probably, I think, 6 times this year, and Jake is obviously a very noticeable player out there. He's super super tough to play against, and he's super skilled as well, is what makes him so dangerous. I think he's a two-way forward, and he plays 200 feet, and I think he's going to be a good NHLer one day.
Did you get to slam him into the boards a couple times?
Yeah, I definitely had a few board battles with him. I remember he slammed me into the boards a few times, pretty good. So he's a big frame, and but yeah, he's definitely super effective out there.
Tyson, were you with the Hitmen when Troy Brouwer was skating with them?
No, I wasn't. I've actually never met Troy Bauer, but my coach always talks about him and speaks pretty highly about him.
Tyson, you're a big guy. How do you use your size?
I think just using my size to my advantage, just with body position, not exactly drilling guys along the wall or open ice. It's just using my lower half to kind of evade pressure or separate the body from the puck. I think that's one of the biggest things I got going for me.
Tyson, I saw in one of the Hitmen, I guess maybe their digital media staff had a getting to know Tyson Gallagher. And in it, you said, this was a couple of years ago, your favorite team was Colorado Avalanche. You know, that's got to change now, right?
Yeah, I just had an interview right before this, and she reminded me of that too. So yeah, it's I know you guys are pretty arch rivals, so that is going to have to change. You're right.
I think you said your favorite color was blue, so you're on track there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Tyson, did you watch the Blues a couple of years ago in the Stanley Cup Finals, and what was your impression of the St. Louis team?
Yeah, I did. I just remember how I remember how you guys were. I think it was dead last in the league at Christmas time, I believe, and you kind of they all rallied together, and how effective they were in the playoffs, just how they played as a team, and just how strong they were, and they got contributions from lines 1 through 4, and even their decor, and how heavy their defense were, and how good Binnington was too. They were just a complete playoff team, and obviously they deserved to win the cup.
Tyson, what are your plans moving forward? Where do you plan on playing this year?
Yeah, I'm going back to Calgary. September 1st is when camp starts. So I'll have training here in Kamloops for the next call it month, and then get ready to go for training camp back with my team.
Is there any NHL defenseman that you particularly admire, or maybe even kind of model your game, or say, hey, I'd like to play like him?
Yeah, I think a name that gets thrown around quite a bit is Joel Edmondson. I watch him quite a bit. He actually played junior hockey here in Kamloops before obviously he went to the NHL, and he's a solid skater. He just makes simple plays, and he's a big frame as well, and he uses his body to his advantage for sure.
Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't.